Hello again and welcome to Collecting and Hobbies. Today we were going to do another unboxing video. If you can read that, stop. Do not put on shelf before September 30th, 2016. Wave 2. 62091 61951. Anyways, so we're gonna open the newer of the two, and supposedly Hasbro changed this around to where because maybe a lot of people can't find these right now. 3 days before um, before the 30th, on September 27th, there was rumors that Force Friday was being put off until October 10th. And these were listed on my wholesaler's website and stuff like that. And that's why I have them. And they took orders for these actually on August 29th. And so a lot of people were like freaking out. They kept September 30th as the date. Toys R Us has been promoting it for a while, and a couple of other retailers. But it only doesn't matter actually. Those boxes pretty smashed in there. But believe it or not, a lot of times it doesn't matter. Soap, it doesn't matter. Crush weight 200 pounds. Bursting test 200 pounds per square inch. China. Anyways, so what I was trying to say was, just in case you guys don't know what this is the Wave 2 of Rogue One figures. And easiest way to show you right there. There's I don't even Chariot something way. And then you got what's his name? I can't see these. Director Krennic and look, they're there at the same time. Sergeant Jyn Erso and Princess Leia Organa, Darth Vader, and Captain Cassian Andor. And no, that's not all of them. There's other ones too. Captain Cassian Andor, Darth Vader, Jyn Erso. Oh wait, that's Ray actually. Ray. What does it say? Ray Jakku. And the original Ray was Starkiller Base, and then Renaissance Ray or Resistance Ray. And you got Stormtrooper. So this guy packs 2 per case. There's Stormtrooper is 1 per case. Ray is 1 per case. And so Ray, the Stormtrooper, Leia over there. Where is she? Leia and Krennic are all 1 per case. And you're not allowed to know that, by the way. But it's ridiculous. But yeah, anyway, some places have put these out. Man, they smell minty fresh, I swear. Man, that's awesome. But yeah, so I don't know why they put they went, I guess, wave 1s to sell out faster or first, and then wave 2s later. They did the same thing with the 6-inch figures. They put these are supposedly moved back to October 10th, and the wave 2 6-inch are supposed to come out the day after that on October 11th. So they're kind of turning Force Friday into 3 Force Fridays. Some people are calling it Rogue Friday. Now I get it. Force Awakens, Force Friday, Rogue Friday, Rogue One. But anyways, so I just wanted to do this little quick unboxing. Show you guys these brand new figures that no one's allowed to see. And just talk about it. Because I think the whole thing is, we already know what happens, so it's pretty ridiculous. I'm sorry. But, so let's see here what we got. I'm doing this a little bit different today. Normally I do different angles, I guess, different positions, in a different place. Well, I'm in the same room, but I'm just doing it in a different way because sometimes you get shadows, stuff like that. So here's my little stand, camera stand. It's supposed to be 3 feet tall, according to Walmart, but it's not. Maybe someday I'll get a real camera. Who knows? Thought about it, almost did, but yeah, money's tight right now until I sell all these figures. So these are all packed exactly the same, by the way. So just in case you're wondering, if you ever get a case on the toys side, you're gonna have this guy first. So we'll go from that side to the other side. And so here's our very first figure, which is a lot of people haven't actually seen this one. This is on the the damaged side here, I think. Yeah, where the big old dent is, and this side too. But this particular one has a big thing in it. The date code is 6/20/71. A lot of the Wave 1s were like that too. But so Wave 1 and 2 were supposed to come out at the same time, I guess. This is different waves, not actually different assortments, sort of. It's like a continuing thing. But last year when they did Force Awakens, they had 2 entirely different assortments. Jungle and Space was one of them. Snow and Desert was the other. So there wasn't 6. There's technically there's 7 in a case. There's 14 new figures in between Wave 1 and Wave 2. There's 7 new ones in Wave 1, 7 new ones in Wave 2. But, some of them are double packed, some of them are single packed, as I just showed you before. And so this guy, it says, deeply spiritual, Chirrut Imwe believes all living things are connected through the Force. His sightless eyes do not prevent him from being a highly skilled warrior. Though he lacks Force abilities, this warrior monk has rigorously owned his body through intense physical and mental discipline. Owned, whatever. Anyway, so the very first one we pull out of here. See, normally I like to look at these first because I get crappy ones if I do it on camera. It's like a jinx. This is also kind of bent up right here too. So the first figure I pull out is kind of jacked up. It's not a good thing. And no, it's not exactly straight either. But anyway, as far as likeness goes, see, this is the very first time I've ever held this, or held any of the Wave 2 figures. projectile firing. So we're gonna do the whole case, but uh, um, I mean, yeah, it kind of. I'm not. I thought he was Asian, isn't he? um, or I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't say anything. I thought he was, some kind of ethnic background. He kind of looks white there, if you know what I mean. But so the likeness, I don't know. All the pictures I've seen of him, he looks, kind of ethnic, and he looks white, kind of like James Spader. No, I don't know. He kind of looks like some other person. I can't remember his name, but he's some famous guy on TV. But I kind of already knew what the description says, so it doesn't really surprise me just from the little stuff that I have read about these characters on the. They didn't put a 00 on there, by the way. Just like the assortment ones I noticed. Guess they're not doing that anymore. I don't care. Or maybe they'll change the number completely, like 5-3 or 9-3 or something like that. If they have to update it, or maybe they just won't care anymore. Because it used to be a big thing with all the what do you call it? The variations. Sometimes people thought they intentionally misspelled things because they'd have 00s that say like Darth Vader with a B. I mean, that's not actually true. I'm just making up an example. But they would misspell something, and then they would, within a week or so of production, correct it. And then they'd make another correction. And you'd have 01, 02, 03 on the card, on the back. But, so it says includes two figures and, I mean, a figure, two accessories, and a projectile. In Spanish, they're called figurines, evidently. Or whatever language that is, yeah. But, now as far as the app goes, I did say something about that before, one of my other videos, but I might put this one up first. You never know. Today's September. No, wait, what is today? Today is October something. 4th? 5th? 6th. Yeah. So these are supposed to be on the shelf October 10th, and technically they're not supposed to be shown. This vehicle looks up. It looks really cool, especially in this picture. And that TIE pilot. There is no TIE pilot in Rogue One assortment, so I'm not sure which TIE pilot that is. Maybe. Oh, I think it comes with the vehicle. Like Hera comes with the A-wing. So anyway, the app, you do have to have a code. So you do have to buy, I guess you do have to buy one of these to get the code to actually use it. It's just special effects. But so where are these two accessories they're talking about? Not really sure. I am very happy about one thing, because the way that he's positioned in the pictures and something that I've seen on a podcast, and the way they were showing it, it looked like this was one piece on the bottom where he had like a U shaped bottom half where it just moved up and down. But these are actually two separate legs. People actually thought there was only 4 points of articulation: the shoulders, the head, and an up and down, like Yoda, like the 1996 Yoda from Power of the Force, where he had no split in the middle to move each individual leg. But as you can see, it is not like that There's one cloak on one side, one cloak on the other side. And when I do the individual reviews, I guess I'll crack these open. Especially since this one's already, damaged. So, I've also sold the majority of these. That's one of the reasons why I'm opening them. And taking them out of the case and not actually opening them. So the next figure is a repeat. There's only one per case of this, and that's the Stormtrooper. I've already done a review on him, and actually opened him. I have an open one. 62091. This one was 62071. So this is definitely a newer Stormtrooper. Alright. So the next one is going to be the brand new version of Lady Urso. Miss Urso, Jen Urso. You can tell I watch Game of Thrones. Lady Urso. So, she's a 62031. Yeah. What do you expect? She is the primary character. Evidently, they printed her card way ahead of the other ones. A highly skilled soldier in the Rebel Alliance, Jyn Erso is an impetuous, defiant warrior eager to bring the battle to the Empire. Jyn has little patience for debate within Alliance High Command, enough so that she takes matters into her own hands. That's basically the same as all of them. And if you, let's see, the Stormtrooper. Stormtroopers are the faceless legions of soldiers serving the Galactic Empire encased in white armor. Stormtroopers are loyal Imperials who undergo rigorous training that strips them of any sense of individuality. Except for Finn, of course, because he betrayed them. So, this is Miss Urso. And she looks a lot like the 6-inch figure. The way they got a little bit of these ridges here. I hate the way that they do that, though, because it's kind of like they're teasing you with extra articulation. There isn't any, but kind of looks like it. And then she's got, a working holster right there. She's got her little Leia gun. Like a miniature version of the Leia gun. It says projectile firing. That thing. Let's see. It's not. I don't think it's the same as this guy's. Nope. But it looks. Also, kind of looks a little bit similar to the Kylo Ren one. This is from Jeddah. I guess that's her home planet, or where she starts off. Or no, and she's probably leading the forces to somewhere. I have no idea. I forgot what the other one said, actually. I've already put her up somewhere. But this one says Sergeant. I thought the other one did too. Or maybe not. But you can't really see her face. I mean, you can see her face. You can't see her head. You can see what her head looks like. But I actually got a 20-inch figure of her yesterday. I sell all sorts of figures. I got the 20-inch of her. I mean, actually, I think she's 18 inches. I got the 18-inch Rey, the 12-inch Vader, the lightsaber that lights up, and all that stuff. It makes all the same noises. But looking at her in person, at least in the package, the way she is right there, and the artwork, I think, is really good too. But she looks better than I thought she would. Believe it or not. She kind of looks, in a way, to at least to me, she looks better than a 6-inch version. I do have one of those too, the SDCC. I haven't got the regular 6-inch figures yet, believe it or not, but they will be coming soon. And here is Miss Ray Ray. Her head does come off, by the way. 5 points of articulation, projectile firing. Wow. Not sure what that is, but it looks like a... Are you serious? What is that? Kind of looks like I thought that was her backpack. I thought they did her backpack and repainted it more accurately with the silver, and I thought that was her backpack. Ray is a resilient survivor, scavenger toughened by a lifetime of dealing with the cutthroats of the harsh desert world of Jakku. But I actually don't have a Ray that's opened. This stick, her staff, looks much thinner than the original version. I wouldn't go all the way out quite and say this is a new sculpt, but it kind of looks like it. It might have to be because she's got this on her, which I do believe is removable, I think. And you could swap out her heads too, because she got a ball jointed head. That little that looks like electricity, the electric thing. This is an interesting figure, more interesting, or definitely different than I thought it was going to be. The artwork is really good too. She looks gorgeous there. Unfortunately, the figure doesn't look as gorgeous, but see, she didn't have any hair coming out or anything. Both of her eyes look a little off. Let's see if I can zoom in on there for you. See what her eyes look like. She looks better on the camera, at least. There we go. Well, anyway, I don't like to focus too much in and out, but and her eyebrows as well. You see that eyebrows going way up into her hat. It's clearly not the way she looks in the picture or in the movie or in real life. So that's so far 4 different figures. One of them is a repack, Stormtrooper. Now this is one everybody's been freaking out over. This is an entirely brand new sculpt of Darth Vader. And they did him much better. I can tell you that straight out the gate. He comes with the same kind of thing Kylo Ren does. Exact same weapon, just a little, maybe different color. It looks like an entirely new sculpt of his lightsaber. Believe it or not, I've never seen a lightsaber look like that before. He also, everything about this. Huh. Kind of screwed up on his nose. It just doesn't look right. It painted too far down. Anyway, that is a new sculpt. He's got kind of a reddish eyes, but not too much. The head could be better. That's the whole thing could be better, quite frankly. But it is different, and it is very different than the one in the Force Awakens and the Mission series. His legs are fully separated from the cloak. The cloak is a separate piece that goes around just comes down. Kind of like the Power of the Force figures. There were 5 points of articulation. I'll be very, I definitely want to open one of these just to see more of them. Let's see exactly what's going on with this one. An imposing figure standing 2 meters tall and encased in an ominous black armor. Darth Vader is an emissary of, an enforcer of the Emperor's commands. Vader helped the Emperor carry out the elimination of the Jedi Order and the rise of the Galactic Empire. Now he is charged with rooting out rebel activity and any threats to his master's reign. Let's see what we raise. 62011. That's their date code. So they've been playing Array for a long time. 62031 for Vader. Evidently, they've been having these in the works for quite a while. Still this year, though. Okay, so we got one more to go for the half case. Half side, this side. This is Zipline Action Captain Cassian Andor. Well, they definitely tried to do a little bit with the paint job, it looks like, on the because he's kind of got a beard that's coming in, not fully all out. He looks like a Hoth trooper, somewhat. Definitely looks like Hoth stuff, similar to Han Solo's gear. As far as the 6-inch line goes, since this is already October, he's the sitter of the 6-inch line. Not sure how this thing works or how well it works. Or if it works. There's ridges in there. The rope to go across. Some kind of arm thing. It might work. Who knows? We've got grappling hooks. An accomplished Alliance intelligence officer with combat field experience, Captain Cassian Andor commands respect from his rebel troops with his ability to keep a cool head under fire and complete his missions with minimal resources. I can tell you right now, a lot of people are like, does his hat come off? I highly doubt that on a 5 POA. Although you can see hair underneath. So if it is a separate piece, it was definitely glued on. Forgot to look at the date code, I think. Now this one, very little people probably not really know a lot about. It's a 62031 as well. So evidently he's been playing for quite a while. This is Director Krennic. And it's kind of hard to see what it really looks like because of the way he's packaged, especially his head, at least to me. Because the way he looks in his picture there, and the way he looks, the hair, the way they do his hair, it reminds me of Big Kenobi or Anakin. Like, I keep expecting him to have like a little ponytail thing in the back, like a Padawan. He's got a blaster. I've never opened a General Hux. People are like, it's just a General Hux repack with a cape. I don't think so. I don't know about his weapon either. I don't think I've seen that one before. It is warped though. Package. But I've seen this guy going for like $40 to $60 on eBay. He's only one per case, so he is rare. As director of advanced weapons research for the Imperial military, Orson Krennic is obsessed with the completion of the long-delayed Death Star project. A cruel but brilliant man, Krennic has staked his reputation on the delivery of the functional battle station to the Empire. So evidently he's one of the guys who's in charge of getting the original Death Star fully functional. I guess he's like Governor Tarkin's. That's who he reports to most likely. And where was that guy again? Let's see what his date code was real quick. 6/20/31. This is the opposite side, and kind of dented in a little bit. Might look a little bit better. Not really sure. So I might open that one. And of course, last but not least, the date code 6/20/51. So she might look like somewhat of a last minute figure. Her and the cherub guy. 6/20/71. A princess of the royal house of Alderaan, Leia was tasked with the delivery of relief supplies to the needy citizens of Lothal, a useful cover for her true mission of covertly aiding the efforts of the growing rebellion. And it says Star Wars Rebels on it instead of Rogue One. Now, before I even show you the actual figure, sort of look at the picture of her. It's the way she looks. In the pictures that I've seen of her, she looks good. She looks normal, looks healthy, but look how dainty, and I haven't seen a figure this petite in a while. And the way her eyebrow comes up and her eye is kind of like off center a little bit. And she has a zipline action thing again. She's got, looks like a stormtrooper blaster. This one, a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time, at least since February. I think they showed her off at Toy Fair, pictures of her, but not the actual figure. I've really been waiting for this one, but she is so tiny. I have one other figure that's kind of like this, but I don't even remember who it was. It was a Star Wars figure. I think it was Padme from Rebels, or something like that. There's maybe another one too, but that is so skinny. I mean, she is a cartoon, the animated series version, and in this particular show, which she's based off of, she's like, I don't know exactly the year, but if Leia's in it, I mean, she's, I don't know. It's kind of confusing, the whole timeline thing. I've got confused on it numerous times because it's before Luke and Leia, or at least before Luke joins the rebellion. So it's really hard to say, because um, I mean Obi-Wan's old. It's I thought it was supposed to be like 14 years after Revenge of the Sith, between 10 and 15 years, maybe 17 years. So she's already, somewhat, I mean, she's in charge of something. So she could be like 14 to 17 years old in this. I'm thinking, I thought, I don't know, maybe she's somewhere between 14 and 18 years old. Um, but yeah, whatever. I'm Her neck looks so long without that hair. Yeah, I mean, because of her hair, the way they did it, it's just her neck isn't that long in the picture. She looks. Let me get another female character out here. Jyn Erso. Look at these side by side. Jyn's wearing a jacket and baggy pants, but I still think she looks way too petite, way too thin, and trying to line them up foot by foot. Smaller too, much smaller. Wow, this is more like a 3-inch figure compared to the other one. But that I just don't understand that. In real life, they're about the same size, I believe. I think Felicity is 5'3" in real life, maybe, and um, Carrie Fisher's 5'4", 5'5". So she's 17. She should be the same height as she was in, or maybe she's 14. Bottom line, she looks too small. She should be about the same size as she was in episode 4, New Hope. Um, this particular Jyn Erso, though, I'm looking at her, and I don't know if those are supposed to be ears. I guess those are supposed to be ears, but because there's less paint on there. See, like a cheap toy. But so as far as assortment 2 goes, at least the pictures look cool. The pictures, they've been doing really good jobs of packaging as far as pictures go, artwork and stuff, even with the Marvel stuff as well. Um, but that's a good picture of Leia. Not the best, but it's cool looking. And same with Urso, and even all the other ones, Rey, Vader, the Chariot guys, even the Stormtrooper. All of them look really good picture wise. And too bad they can't make them as good as their pictures, especially when they're 5 points of articulation. I know they're trying to do that retro thing, but um, even the retro thing, they did eventually move on to extra articulation. So hopefully they do that. Okay, I mean, we have 6 new movies coming out: Force Awakens, then Rogue One, Episode 8, then Boba Fett or Han Solo. One of those. I think Boba Fett was the next one, and then Episode 9, and then the Han Solo thing. So hopefully by Episode 8 or the next movie, they add some articulation. There has been a couple of figures, I don't remember who, but I either had a movable wrist or movable, mouth joint. I mean, There have been a couple that had like 6 or 7 points of articulation, but I hope they do it very soon. Really, really soon. So this video is about to cut off anyways. Running out of room. So there it is, and I'll do reviews when I actually open each individual figure. I don't know what order, but probably go barcode order or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so there's your first look at the new case assortment, and I will see you soon.